Good morning, second graders. Mrs. Keller here to introduce you to our math lesson for today. We are going to be talking about one-step word problems and thinking about our strategies from last week using our game plan. But before we do, well, let's review. We worked on open number lines and number bonds and fact families and counting on and counting back. We're going to use those strategies to help us solve these word problems. But first, I want to see, what do you notice? What do you notice in this picture? Please take about 30 seconds to decide what you notice. And teachers, you can end this or pause this lesson here to have a discussion about what students notice. And if you're not with a teacher right now, you're watching this video on your own, take a moment to write a couple notes in your blue composition notebook. Question is, Dan has 14 stickers, or here's our story. This is the math story. Dan has 14 stickers. Some are cars and the rest are trucks. How many car stickers does Dan have? We're going to think this through. First, we took some time to notice something. We looked at a picture to notice what we saw in the picture. Is there one right answer? No, it's just what we notice. But in our math story, we're asking, what is the problem? Problem is, Dan has stickers. We want to know how many car stickers he has. And what information is provided? We know that he has 14 total, 14 in all. But we have two unknowns. So in this lesson, we're going to be sharing and solving equations with some unknowns using different methods. So share your thinking with the class, either with your teacher or in your blue composition notebook. And we're putting together combinations of 14. So which ones do you find? And here are some examples to check yourself. This is what we're talking about. And how are these equations similar to the fact families we studied last week? Think about relationship and helping each other out. So we're going to use different models to add and subtract, solving word problems. All right, moving from Dan and his stickers to Seth and some grapes. Let's read together that Seth ate 9 grapes. Then his dad gave him more grapes and he ate them. Seth ate 15 grapes in all. How many grapes did Seth's dad give him? So we have to notice, what is the problem? How many grapes did Seth's dad give him? And what information is given? We know he ate 15 total, 15 in all. And he started with 9. So let's look at some equations. You may have remembered bar model. You may already know bar model. And if you do, this is review. And if you don't, then this is a concept that you need to practice and you need to remember. So the question is, what is the total number of grapes Seth ate? Well, he ate 15 in all. So we're going to write this number at the top of our model, in the top box, kind of like in a number bond. How many grapes did Seth eat first? We know that he ate 9. This number goes in a bottom left box, just like in a number bond. So what does the question mark stand for? That is what we're trying to find out. That is our problem. we're writing an equation using the numbers in the model, what number would go here? Correct, the number 9. What number would go here? Oh, we don't know yet. And the total is 15. How many grapes did Seth's dad give him? I would like you guys to figure that out using the information that we have. You can pause the lesson here and work that out, and then check yourself before you move to the next slide. So when we're adding and subtracting using a bar model, could we use subtraction to solve the problem? Why or why not? Think of a bar model like a number bond. All right, I want to know what you guys think. Explain your thinking if we can use a subtraction to solve the problem. In a bar model, it would look like this, just like a number bond. The 15 total grapes, Seth started with 9, and we figured out that 6 were the amount of grapes his dad gave him. In a tape diagram, which you'll also be learning about this week, very similar to the bar model, very similar to the number bond, 15 or the total goes at the top, and the known numbers go here in these boxes, or the unknown numbers go here in the boxes. And then we added a number bond to show you the different models. So the question mark can be in different places in the model and in these equations, just like we did with the fact families. When we're finding the total, the question mark, the question mark and the problem goes at the top. And then the knowns are in the boxes. When we're finding the change, just like we did with Seth's grapes, the question mark goes in the box below. And when we're looking for the start, we don't know what the start, let's say we turn this story around. We don't know how many grapes Seth had, but we know that he had 9 to start and his father gave him 6. That's when we're finding the total. When we're finding the change, which is what Seth's original story was, we know he started with 9 grapes. We don't know how many his dad gave him, but he ate 15 total. This is how we would set up this model. And if we're looking for the start, let's say Seth ate 15 grapes. His father gave him 6. How many grapes did Seth have? That's how we would set up this model and moving the question mark or the problem in different places in our equations and models. So when we're finding the total, question mark goes at the top, and we would write our equations such as this: 9 plus 6, or total minus 9 equals 6, or total minus 6 equals 9. When we're finding the change, we know the total goes at the top. Seth started with 9. We don't know how many grapes his dad gave him. So we would write our equation 9 plus question mark equals 15. 15 minus 9 is another way we could write this equation. And 15 minus question mark equals 9. It's just a number of ways to get to an answer as long as the answer is correct. And when we're finding the start, we would set up equations such as what you see on the screen here. I hope you're getting the picture. And if you're not, you could come back to the lesson and re-look at this and start seeing the relationship and start seeing how these families are helping each other in the equations. So we're going to practice on our own in your blue composition notebook. And here is the new word problem or the new math story. Ronan had 11 marbles. He gave some away. Are we going to add or subtract? This is a clue right here. He gave some away. This is our total right here. Now he has 6 left. Okay, here's another clue. We're noticing what information is given. But what's the problem? Well, the problem is, how could you use a model and an equation to find how many marbles Ronan gave away? What method, what model, what equation would you use to find out how many marbles Ronan gave away? So this is our question. We don't know how many he gave away. This is our total. And we know that he has 16 left, or 6 left, excuse me, 6 marbles left. I want you to set that up. And if you are stuck, you don't know what to do, please reach out to your teacher so she can explain it to you. All right, everybody, give it a try. Bring your questions to the next lesson or to small group. And then your teacher is going to explain what your work is for today to help you practice and get stronger in these equations, to get stronger in math lessons, and to get stronger as a mathematician. Because remember, good mathematicians, they notice, they wonder, they gather the information, and they can explain how they got to their answer. So go for it, guys, and see you later. Have a great day.